The Turkish Embassy has had a very strong bilateral relationship with South Sudan, the first country, among the first countries to acknowledge South Sudan's independence upon the country's sovereignty in 2011. So today we are here with the Turkish Ambassador to South Sudan, His Excellency Metin Egin, to just talk about the extent of relationship that the two countries have held, some of the projects that have gone on between the two, and plans that they have to deepen this bilateral relationship. So thank you so much, Ambassador.
Thank you.
We will
welcome.
Then start by introducing yourself. Tell us who Ambassador Metin Egin is, and when you came in, and actually how you're finding the space in South Sudan.
Well, it was a great honor. I came in November, and I had the honor to present my credentials to His Excellency the President. And it's a great honor to be here, where we have had quite long historical ties, and where we first opened a consulate general in advance of the independence, and opened the embassy on the day of independence. All ties with South Sudan go quite far back, but after independence, a lot of projections we had for close cooperation with South Sudan was delayed, had to slow down, and we are at the moment trying to boost our relations, our cooperation, our solidarity with the people of South Sudan.
You made a visit to the Vice President office,
I did.
Dr. Bolmer, and you talked about having a very comprehensive impact in South Sudan economy. How far is this framework that you talked about that was to be turned around to help the South Sudan economy?
I'm not sure I would say if I was quoted correctly. A comprehensive impact on South Sudanese economy would be too ambitious. We would do what we could there. But we did discuss about a range of agreements and memorandums that are waiting to go in force. And we talked about a few critical ones in economic terms. These included the Trade and Economic Cooperation Agreement that's been signed and ratified by us, just waiting for the South Sudanese side to complete their internal procedures. The second important agreement is the one I mentioned just a little time ago, the Development Cooperation Agreement. That would give us a legal framework for activities here. And there are a couple of other agreements almost ready to be finalized. One of them is the Mutual Protection of Investments Agreement that would boost the potential for capital investment in South Sudan.
There's so much in terms of scholarships that I understand Turkey has supported South Sudanese students. I think key among them, which I would want to ask, is one, if you would know maybe the extent of benefits that the number of students who have benefited from this one up to this level in terms of the scholarships, and then secondly, how do the South Sudanese, for maybe a layman or somebody who doesn't understand, or a student who is willing to get a scholarship but doesn't understand how to access the scholarships, how do they get to benefit from the scholarships? What is the procedure?
Well, I don't have the numbers for all scholarships over the last decade or so, but we are trying to establish an alumni association, and where students who went on Turkish scholarships and graduated can join, and they can organize, perhaps and perhaps not with our involvement, events that will bring them together, where they can do bonding, because Turkish students who go to Turkey go to universities in many different areas, and they don't always interact. In terms of
accessing
scholarships, it has to be done online, and it has to be done by the applicants themselves. So they need some skills for the online application. We do notify the universities and official channels so that the information is dispersed, but finally it is for the Turkish people who want to go to the Turkish universities. They need to find out from the internet, find the website, find the notices of from which link it's done, and make the application. They can always ask us, how do we find the link? And we will be very happy to assist on that.